Hello, all you gorgeous sky watchers out there. Stargate opportunities begin this week with portals opening up in the stars Giedi, Prima, and Dabih when a new moon vortex in the sign of Capricorn the Goat on the 23rd provides a pathway through these star paths for you. Now you will be able to use these two stargates to gain the help of the star magic angels of these stars to help you gain freedom and a better reputation for yourself. Okay, now through revealing to you this ancient secret knowledge of the Magi, we are enabling you to access powerful stargate frequencies once only available to the pre-scientists of Atlantis. We will be giving you the names of stargate pointer stars of the accessible constellations opening up this week, in addition to the pertinent star magic angels and lords, as well as images or icons which you can then use as magical talismans to gain more wealth, more power, and greater health. These images and methods are the true secrets of the ancient astrologists, the creators of advertisements, movies, television shows, plays, paintings, and social media used to conjure responses from audiences. We want you to be able to use these. We want to empower you and show you how you can draw upon these images to your great benefit. And now, here are your weekly Stargate names, bringing to you many opportunities to improve your life, as well as star magic, angels and lords, which are powerful guardians of each stargate, and the lunar mansion pathways to access each stargate. And we're going to give you the daily stargates and angels and magic from December 23rd to December 29th of 2022. Mansions of the moon signs, pathways to each stargate, and star magic opportunity. This week we have a new moon in Capricorn. Happens at 10:17 a.m. on December 23rd, a waxing crescent moon December 24th to 29th, with lunar transiting through Capricorn, Aquarius, Pisces, and Aries. We're using tropical astrology and universal time coordinated. Complete receptive magic spells before a new moon reaches total concealment, and projective rituals after a luna's absolute darkness. Use projective imaginings, pictures, films, advertising, or magic during a waxing crescent moon. This is when you will notice that you will be actively causing the events that occur in your life rather than the events coming towards you. This is a purposefully active or projective consciousness where you will create icons, pictures, sigils, sounds, or recordings with the intention of absorbing these pre-made magical talismans when Luna goes into a decreasing moonlight phase. Here is your daily Stargate, Lunar Mansion, Star Magic Pathways, Angels and Lords Astrology Guidance for December 23rd through to the 29th. December 23rd, starting off, we've got a Capricorn the Goat new moon happening at 10:17 a.m. or 10:17 hours in Lunar Mansion number 22 from the beginning to the mid portion of the Goat, occurring less than 3 hours after a waning crescent moves into Lunar Mansion number 22 at 07:49 hours. So that's when the 22nd Lunar Mansion takes effect and Luna activates this Stargate, okay? All right. Now, the stars, Giedi, Prima, and Dabih are the stargates we access for star magic opportunities on the 23rd, okay, when Luna activates this lunar mansion. Favorable for captives to run away, thereby escaping imprisonment, being the mansion of the scapegoat. If you are a jailer that has runaway prisoners, use pictures or icons of a man wearing wings on his feet and a helmet atop his head to recapture and gain the ability to once again incarcerate escapees that have broken out of their captivity, similar to the figure of the Roman god Mercury. On the other hand, if you are a captive and want to escape your detainment center, then subsequently find security elsewhere, all the while stopping people from speaking evil of you, then use the symbol of the mercurial god's image to do these things for you, and ask the Lord of this mansion to do so. This is from the shepherd in the sign of Capricorn the goat with lunar angel Jeliel or Lord Gael. Now, these are the angel or Lord that you would use. And indeed, have you ever wondered where the word gay comes from? It means happy. It's a surname. It's from Normandy in southern France, I believe, a surname for people of that region. Also, it's a first name for some people, okay? Also, it means happy. Also, it invokes this angel, Galiel, but this Lord specifically, Gael. It specifically invokes this Lord. So whenever you see this issue brought up, this Lord is being invoked, Gael. So it looks like the Roman god Mercury with wings on his feet, okay? And he flies up, okay? And he has he has winged cap upon his head, and he's the messenger of the gods. And this enables people to either escape imprisonment and stop people from speaking evil of you, or it enables someone on the other side of the coin to capture their prisoners. Have you ever seen how the Roman god Mercury is used for like Mother's Day advertisements, for buying your mother flowers? So whenever somebody brings up this issue and says somebody's gay and happy, or whatever, well, what they're doing is they're trying to regather those that have escaped, which is why it's used for Mother's Day. It causes a person to go back to their mother on Mother's Day when you see the Roman god Mercury, okay? That's what this truly is, and what's really being done with this image of the Roman god Mercury, okay? Now, December 24th, we have on the 24th a Capricorn waxing crescent moon. So first we had a new moon, and right before the new moon it was a waning crescent, the new moon, and then it begins to wax again, okay? And increase in light. So on the 24th, the moon is once again waxing crescent, and it's projective magic, okay? And Capricorn waxing crescent moon in lunar mansion number 23 at 0409 hours. The star Albali is a stargate. We access 4-star magic opportunities when Luna activates this lunar mansion. When Luna is yet in Capricorn, receive healings of any ailments, freedom from confinement, or separation from a coupling gone sour. Beware the picture or icon of a feline animal or a cat having the head of a canine beast or a dog, for it causes devastation and atrophy. Indeed, the Lord of this mansion will respond to a request to plunder, pillage, ravage, and exterminate the population of a specific location when the figure of a cat sporting a dog's head is used by a sorceress or a sorcerer, okay? From the lucky one, that is the swallower, in the constellation of Capricorn the goat with lunar angel Requiel and Lord Zekubin. So whenever someone talks about swallowing in any fashion, swallow, 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 they're invoking this mansion, okay? And it can have some very difficult, very, very difficult repercussions. So you need to know what's going on when you hear this in a commercial or see these images on your movie screen or TV screen or in a play or in a picture or on a YouTube video or whatever, or on social media or on Facebook or YouTube or even all of the many social media outlets that exist now. But anyway, you'll know what you can do to help yourself, to empower yourself and get what you want. This is truly the true secret of the ancient secrets. Okay, now, December 25th, we have a Capricorn waxing crescent moon to Aquarius moon in lunar mansion number 24 at 0026 hours. Then subsequently, an Aquarius moon in lunar mansion number 25 at 2050 hours. Firstly, the Capricorn waxing crescent moon to Aquarius moon in lunar mansion number 24. So again, on this day, we have 2 lunar mansions in one day on the 25th. First, lunar mansion number 24 on the 25th of December, and then lunar mansion number 25 on the 25th of December. This is Christmas Day. So 2 lunar mansions on Christmas Day. Now, it just sort of a coincidence that it happens to be lunar mansion number 24 and lunar mansion number 25. In addition, lunar mansion number 24 is indeed the nativity scene anyway. So this is a really auspicious time for Christmas. It's really important, okay? So the first lunar mansion happens at like 26 minutes after midnight, okay? And that's the 24th mansion. And what happens then is this star, Sadalsuud, is the stargate we access for star magic opportunities when Luna activates this lunar mansion number 24. When Luna is voyaging from the Tail of Capricorn to the Shoulder of Aquarius, married couples and military personnel will have good fortune and privilege during this mansion, while the execution of governments and their policies will be blocked from moving forward. So it might be a time where people are given pardons and people that were supposed to be, put to death are pardoned or something like that, that kind of thing. Or even something that was just supposed to execute, meaning to move forward, not necessarily to put someone to death, but sometimes to execute something, to just move some kind of a law or a bill or a statute forward. Well, that is going to be thwarted during this mansion, okay? Use the picture or figure of a human mother breastfeeding her baby, okay? For this causes the swelling, growth, and fruitfulness of flocks, herds, also groups and organizations. Now, where have you seen this? Christmas, Christmas Eve, Christmas Day, the nativity scene. This is what it's all about, right here. It's lunar mansion number 24. Christmas Eve, the 24th, and then the 25th, we'll have, the 25th, we'll show you what that is about next, okay? Later on the 25th, on Christmas Day. So this is where religions get their images from. Everything that you see, whether it's religions or spiritual systems, even science, all kinds of mythologies and all these things, the reason they all have a common origin, they all have a common origin in astrology. And it's the beginning of all these human sciences and alchemy, okay? Because the stars guide us, yes? And we also, with our human will, can utilize and guide our future too by understanding how to utilize it for our empowerment. So you got to do that for yourself. Share this video so other people can use this for themselves, so they too can have a Christmas miracle from this video. Now, use the picture or figurine that we talked about that will cause the growth, the fruitfulness, the swelling from the mother breastfeeding her baby, like Mother and Baby, Mother Mary and Baby Jesus, or Mother Semiramis and Son Tammuz, or Mother Isis and Son Horus. All beautiful images. Of course, there's nothing evil about a mother breastfeeding her baby. These people who tell you there's something evil about it, or that there's something evil about some other culture that's breastfeeding their children, are crazy. They don't want you to know about this mansion. They talk about it. They put pictures of it up, tell you it's evil. Their channels grow and yours goes down because you think it's evil. And it makes women think that they're evil, and makes women hate themselves and hate their bodies and hate everything and hate being women. So we have to rise our consciousness, understand what these men are doing, and use it and tell people the truth, that it's a beautiful thing. There's nothing wrong with women breastfeeding their children. And people that are telling you this are evil men who want to harm women, okay? And because they want their warrior god, their war gods, their bloody god, who is into war and, wiping out cities and towns with weapons. They want these people, they're just people that like violence, and they want their violence to flourish because they're just evil people that want everybody to do what they say or else we'll blow you up, kind of a thing, okay? Well, we can counteract that by understanding that with the goodness that is of a family, like in the nativity scene, that this can be brought to a good place where there's peace and prosperity and fruitfulness on earth, okay? So understand what people are doing. These people are smart. Again, they know that they'll tell you that something's evil, another culture's evil, and you'll believe it. Then they lie to you and tell you that these cultures did these horrible things. When if you read the Bible, go read it. It's actually the Lord God of the Bible that did a lot of really horrible things, okay? And just go read the Old Testament if you want to find out about that. More on that later. Now, all right, now ask the Lord of this mansion, number 24, to increase your flock while using this image of the woman suckling her infant, and he will help you. Ancients used to cut off one of the horns of a male sheep that had been neutered, and after washing it, use this horn to create the icon of a woman suckling her baby in her arms. In reality, this is where the story of using an emasculated man such as Jesus the Nazarene, who was without wife or children, was said to be sacrificed so that the image of his mother breastfeeding him when he was an infant could be worn around the neck of groups of his followers. And this image will swell and multiply the church's flock. You see? So they hang Jesus around your neck. He's the emasculated, neutered male that did not have a family, didn't have a wife, didn't have children. They hang it around the neck of somebody that's fruitful or still able to bear children, and it causes that religion's or that group's or political party or whatever it is to swell. That's the secret they're not telling you, okay? And anybody can do it, any group can use it, any person can use it. So use it for your benefit. And if you're in a situation where you have to say that, you know, these ancient images of other people or other cultures are evil, do what you got to do. But quite frankly, our culture, our whole earth is coming to a point where we need to all get along and stop trying to blame other people for things they didn't do just to make yourself look good, because it's really time for that to stop. Otherwise, there could be bad wars, okay? Because in Year of the Snake, which happens in 2025, is when the United States has gotten into all the wars. World War I, World War II, it's when 9/11 happened. 9/11 happened in Chinese month of snake, Chinese year of snake. And World War I, we got into it on the year of the snake. World War II, America got into it on year of the snake. USA got into it on the year of the snake. And a whole bunch of other things. It's just right down the line. So we need to have our antennas up for that year of the snake that's coming up in 2025, okay? Understand that. There's a reason these things happen. We're going to be doing a video soon. We're going to be using Year of the Dragon. Be sure to 2024. But we already have our videos up. We've had it up a year ahead of time for 2023, Year of the Rabbit. So go watch those. Year of the Rabbit, people sort of might spend too much of the money that they don't really have. Year of the Dragon, they start, you know, trying to do all kind of crazy things to get attention. And then Year of the Snake, people go to war because they can't get their debts paid any other way. So that's the way it goes. Bada bing, bada boom. And it follows the Chinese calendar. The entire Bible follows the Chinese calendar, by the way. Mother Mary standing on a snake, Chinese calendar, it's a hint, Year of the Snake. Remember she talked about World War I, I believe, the end of it or something. But anyway, that has all to do with Year of the Snake. It was when the United States got into the war. Okay? World War I, World War II, Year of the Snake. Okay? Mother Mary, she stands on a snake, warning about the war and the end of the war, yada, yada. Okay? And Kuan Yin stands upon a dragon. When is dragon? Dragon is after rabbit, before snake. Okay? So 2024, Kuan Yin standing on a dragon. 2025, Mother Mary standing on a snake. And I asked one time in one of my other parts that I play, I asked if Mother Mary and Kuan Yin are actually trying to hold down the evil inclinations of the reptilian brain, or and the lower chakras, or are they using it and riding on it like some kind of a skateboard or something? Okay. So now you see where these things are coming from, and understand there's a lot of chopping that goes on the dragon. Chop off the dragon's wings and arms and legs, you get a snake. Okay? So there's a lot of that goes on that's why, because people run out of money. So don't spend your money wrong in 2023. It's coming up soon in Year of the Rabbit. Go watch my videos on Year of the Rabbit. Share them with everybody. Share this one so people can get their Christmas miracle. All right, now, Regarding the Lord of this mansion, okay, the Lord of this mansion for number 24 on the 25th, the first one, it's from the star of fortune in the constellation of Capricorn the goat, from the tail of a goat to the shoulder of Aquarius, with lunar angel Abrinael and Lord Abrine. Secondly, on Christmas, we have on the 25th, later on in the day, okay, in the evening, in the night, it's going to happen at 20:50 hours. That's 8:50 p.m. Okay, that's when lunar mansion number 25 happens on Christmas on the 25th, and it's lunar mansion number 25, and it's in Aquarius. The stars Sadalachbia and Sadalmelek are the stargates we access for star magic opportunities when Luna activates this lunar mansion. Now, protect and guard any crops and orchards you wish to protect from evil or trouble by calling upon the angel of this mansion, known by the name Aziel, to help you safeguard your properties and your produce. The Lord of this mansion is also called Aziel. Use a picture or an icon of a human embedding a plant in soil to cultivate and secure produce surplus, which helps when requesting this from Aziel. Beware images of armies taking over towns, getting retribution against adversaries and competitors and causing harm to come to them, to break up marriages, to communicate rapidly, to obliterate yields in orchards, to cause impotency, to restrain portions of an organism from performing their tasks, to fortify detainment centers and sturdy structures. Now, some of these things you might think that they're good or bad. In reality, what's good is what's convenient and good for you and yours, and what's bad is what's bad for and not convenient for you and yours. Again, I make this analogy all the time. If you kill a cockroach, it's great for you, bad for the cockroach. From the cockroach's point of view, it's very bad for the cockroach, okay? So it's only good or bad relying upon which side of the coin you are on and what you're trying to accomplish. So I give you this information. From this information, you can empower yourself and your families and your groups and your tribes and your communities, okay? Now, the Gripper reveals that for the conservation of trees, orchards, and crop yields, that ancient magicians engraved into a wood sculpture the emblem of a man embedding a sapling tree or shrub into the soil. Then they scented the talisman with the flora of a fig tree and finally hung the charm on one of the trees or plants they did wish to nurture and cultivate. The entire plantation would then become fruitful, from the butterfly or a spreading forth, also called lucky star of hidden things. In the constellation of Aquarius, the water bearer with lunar angel Aziel, and Lord of this mansion name is also Aziel. December 26th, we have Aquarius waxing crescent moon to Pisces moon, in lunar mansion number 26 at 17:32 hours. The star Markab is the stargate we access for star magic opportunities when Luna activates this lunar mansion. Good for brotherly love, uniting the people under one banner. So you get a peoples together, a tribe or a nation or a community, and you unite them under one banner. Or healing for confined persons and creatures, though this mansion does obliterate detention centers and other structures. Use a picture or an icon of a woman cleansing and grooming her hair. So see women cleansing and grooming their hair, for it brings you love and favor. Okay? From the first drawing or first draining in the constellations of Pegasus, the winged horse, and Pisces, the fish, with lunar angel Tagriel, and Lord of this mansion's name is also Tagriel. December 27th, we have a Pisces waxing crescent moon in lunar mansion number 27 at 14:38 hours. The stars Aljanib and Alpharatz are the stargates we access for star magic opportunities when Luna activates this lunar mansion. Profitable for gaining substantial cash or credit, reaping rewards, and healing ailments. Beware the tricksters find opportunity to make mischief during this mansion and will do so if they are given free rein. This mansion is awful for sailors, and it prolongs the confinement of detainees. Structures become fragile during this mansion as well. Beware pictures or figurines of an angel or a man sporting wings on his back, carrying a punctured cup or vase that loses its liquid through many small holes running out in thin streams. For this symbol causes the ruination of aquifers and water sources. When conjurers inundate the vessel deep into the water source, which they will or desire to devastate. From the second drawing or the second draining in the constellations, Pegasus the winged horse, Andromeda the princess, and Pisces the fish, with lunar angel Alheniel and Lord Abrinael. This mansion is being accessed whenever you hear someone say, the hens are doing this and the hens are doing that. Go ask the hens, or the hens think that this should happen. Meaning those, the mothers or grandmothers or men that act like grandmothers or mothers that take care of people, the hens, they're invoking this mansion. Okay? So again, this has many functions, okay? So remember, it can cause profitable for gaining substantial cash or credit. Okay? Reaping rewards and healing ailments. But it can be used for tricksters to make mischief. Okay. So again, you have to understand it and you have to use it to your advantage. Nothing is all good. Nothing is all bad. You can't exist in the physical plane without light and darkness. There's no way. In Kabbalah, it says that you cannot exist in all light, not physically. You cannot exist in all darkness. You can't have consciousness even as you cannot have spiritual consciousness in all light. And you cannot have spiritual consciousness in all darkness. Because what happens is, if you don't have two pillars of good, bad, light, dark to bounce off of, you have nothing to compare anything to, so you have no consciousness, no existence. So you have no existence at all. So when they say God does not exist, if God is all good, God certainly does not exist. If God only gives, then God certainly does not exist. Because existence is something that is reliant upon having something to compare something to. You can't write on a piece of paper unless you use opposite color paper and ink, okay? And you cannot exist in all darkness either. So Hasatan cannot exist in all darkness because Hasatan doesn't exist if he's all evil, because there's nothing to compare it to, okay? The minute you have any kind of comparison, any kind of duality at all, you have existence. And another deep Kabbalistic secret is that which actually manifests all of creation is beyond the comprehension of human brains, beyond existence and non-existence. It's beyond that. I don't want to say above, but certainly beyond. So what exists and doesn't exist simultaneously, what the Eastern religions say is between the bell, the ringing of the bell, and the silence, that in-between point where there's no existence, that point right there is something within you. It's your peace center, your Bodhisattva center, and that, or your Christ center, or your Bodhisattva, or, it's that part of you, okay? It's also beyond you, and it's within you, okay? And then it all comes to where you're relating to the opposite. As soon as you realize that everything you think is opposite from you is the same as you, like the teaching of the monad, the symbol of the sun, the circle with the dot in the middle, then you learn that indeed, that's where the saying God is one comes from. And that is where you understand that then you attain God consciousness. Because you realize that everything is you and you are everything, and that whatever you do affects the entire universe, okay? And it causes you to have a stillness about you. It's very important teachings in Kabbalah, Kabbalah, tomato, tomato. December 28th, we have a waxing crescent moon in lunar mansion number 28. And the lunar mansion number 28 is at 12:18 hours. 12:18 hours. On the 28th, the star Magick is the stargate we access for star magic opportunities when Luna activates this lunar mansion. Makes people safe when going on expeditions into perilous locations. It's beneficial for growing your inventory and reaping your yields, whether they be cash, whether they be crypto, whether they be something that you're getting from your work or your business, but you gain and you reap from your yields. Very good for people that are married, bringing couples happiness. Fortifies detention centers. Beware that this mansion can cause you to lose your riches and can also cause military forces to overwhelm villages. Use a picture or figurine of a big fish swimming in the midst of a small group of fishes to cause your fishing exploits to become more successful. For this rendering causes fishes to gather toward you for whatever type of fish you wish to catch. From the fishes or the belly of the fish, which is the head of Andromeda, in the constellations of Pisces the fish, and Andromeda the princess, with lunar angel Aziel and Lord Abrinael. Abrinael is also the Lord that will help you in this mansion as in the previous mansion. So in the previous mansion, in number 27, it was lunar angel Alheniel that we talked about, the hens, that get you the money, and then Lord and the health, and then we have Lord Abrinael for 27, and then for this one, 28, we have lunar angel Aziel, and again the same Lord Abrinael. All right. Now, finally we have December 29th, Aries, waxing crescent moon. This is the last one for this week. It's a waxing crescent moon in lunar mansion number 1 at 10:35 hours, and the stars Sheraton and Mesarthim are the stargates we access for star magic opportunities when Luna activates this lunar mansion. Favorable for energetic activity, though take heed that adversaries attempt to intimidate for purposes of inflicting dissension and dislodgement of persons and businesses upon opponents during this mansion. Beware of that, because it works. Now, beware pictures or icons depicting a black warrior wielding a weapon, according to Agrippa and Warnock's reference to Picatrix, book Picatrix, showing a fighting man wearing an outfit made of hair that circles around his midsection with his right arm tossing a piercing weapon. This rendering is used to annihilate a specific person or group. From the horns of Aries and the constellation of Aries the Ram with lunar angel Geniel and Lord Geras. Now, what I'd like to do here is give you the books that you must have if you're interested in lunar mansion magic, stargate activation, stargate opportunities, and star magic. Or stargate magic or stargate opportunities. Stargates are more the opportunity, where star magic is more the doing of something. Okay? Lunar mansion magic angels and lords, according to the book Picatrix we mentioned earlier. Picatrix. This book is attributed to the Islamic scientist, and he's an astronomer and many other sciences, Maslama al-Majriti. Also, another book, 3 books of occult philosophy by Henry Cornelius Agrippa. It was written in the 1500s, and there's a Llewellyn puts this book out. There was a 2000 releasing of this book, the one that I have. Okay. And also we have The Mansions of the Moon, a lunar zodiac for astrology and magic. It has the ephemeris going up to 2033. And that's by Christopher Warnock. And it's published by Renaissance Astrology. And that's the book I use every day. It's a must-have book. Another book that I utilize is called The Fixed Stars and Constellations in Astrology by Vivian Irwood Robson, that was written in 1923. Okay? That's The Fixed Stars and Constellations in Astrology by Vivian Irwood Robson. All right, thank you for joining us, and join us again next time.